So this is the Fed rate hike probability right over here, and we are seeing that the Fed rate maintaining at 25%, not 25, 70.1%, sorry. The 20 no rate hikes remains above the 70% mark. So with the hike probability coming in at 29.9. So with this, as I said in the past, maintaining this above 70% would see a good chance of this happening. Okay, that means the Federal Reserve is expected to maintain its interest rate at 5.25% and not hiking it for June. Okay, the month of June. But when it comes to the other months, that's a different case because I do see some changes. Okay, and here are the changes. Now they are maintaining, like I said earlier on, June at 70.1. And then but what's happening over here as this goes by, we are witnessing more and more of some changes over here. This is pausing rates in June, okay, but when it comes to July and September, the possibility of them hiking the rate is actually going up. Okay, because in the last few weeks we have been seeing, if you refer to the charts that I've been posting to you, the reports that I've been giving to you all, we have seen this were in the 30s, and when I start monitoring it, it was in the 30s. Then later on, when I started showing you all, it was in the 40s, and now it's in the 50s. Okay, so this can only mean one thing. We are in June, and also mean we need to be looking out for the S&P 500 to move down from a cyclic point of view. Okay, so if this changes right over here, this means that the view of the entire the economies or the market makers or whatnot, they believe that there's only the pause the rate and then hike it later if inflation proves still to be sticky. So what I can see from over here, if we get data in inflation data that still shows that inflation is still stubborn, I believe this will still maintain here what it is. And what's going to increase will be the July and September one. Okay. So that's the thing. This is, and if they continue, there's any whiff in the market that the inflation is sticky and they're going to increase, probably going to increase the rates in June, July or September. Yeah, that would then play into the cycle analysis, where the June is traditionally not a very good month, and that's a good time for you all to actually look into buying into the US stock market again. Actually, it gives you a good opportunity, right? Okay, so with that, we are moving to the next update, which is the cryptocurrency update. Because going forward, I think it's very important to know more about the cryptocurrency market as we move into the halving. Okay, we are currently we have another 10 months. We would see the Bitcoin halving already. So what's happening lately to the US market and the cryptocurrency market? So after suing Binance, right, the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, is now suing Coinbase. They are suing Coinbase already for security violations. In his statement, Gary alleged that Coinbase, or Gary as in the SEC chair, right, Coinbase now is acting as an unregistered broker and exchange. The Securities and Exchange Commission said at least 13 crypto assets available to the company's customers were considered crypto asset securities. Now, Gensler believes most cryptocurrencies are securities, and as such, current laws give his agency the power to regulate them and the sites and apps on which they are bought and sold. So these are his thoughts. Now, the aftermath of the announcement saw BTC and other cryptocurrencies drop. According to CNBC, 4 of the top 10 most valuable coin plunge value by at least 15%. Now, the good thing is that Bitcoin, Ethereum were more stable, with each declining less than 5%. But will they be able to contain this stress right over here? Time will tell. Okay. Now, the lawsuits are also threatening to create a lot of uncertainty and further erode confidence in the entire sector. Right over here, one thing may change is that on June 2nd, estimated days before the SEC action, a collaborative draft bill called the Digital Asset Market Structure Investor Protection Act was released. Now, this bill has some truly excellent provisions and is very good for the cryptocurrency in general. It includes a safe harbor for non-security cryptos under 75 million market cap and for limited sales to non-accredited investors. Now, this is okay. This is okay. This is regulation over here. And he also claims to clarify registration procedures for crypto exchange. Now, this is another good thing because Gensler has not been doing his work. Okay. Even now, Robinhood is preparing already to say, you know, probably I will need to drop some of my cryptos because why they followed Gensler's advice. You know, you only need to register with us and then apply for this, and that this is what they did. But that's 2 years ago, okay, and still nothing. Gensler is just, I don't know. I think somebody took away his Bitcoin probably, and it also includes a plan for progressive decentralization that would allow assets to transition from security to commodity status over time. So that basically, when that happens right over here, yeah, then it's a bit, when regulation is out, then the SEC cannot just simply prosecute because basically the politicians here are not happy because what Gensler is doing is actually causing a brain drain from the US because all this the future, the AIs, all these high-tech companies, they are just moving up because they said that US is not giving us any protection, and the SEC is just witch hunting all the time without telling us, you know, how do you identify a witch. So same thing is like, you know, you can ask us to apply, but tell us, you know, what are the regulations. If you cannot tell us any regulation and you just prosecute at, you know, whenever you feel like it's not fair. So if this bill is passed, once passed, this will pave way for a clearer pathway for cryptos than the non-existence path provided by the SEC right now. And to be frank, you know, I'm going to monitor this because this could be actually one of the cause for the next crypto bull. Okay. Last week, you know, already shared with you guys on the cycle. Usually we have a cycle right before the you know, the halving, right? They always tend to find a market top just 1 year before the halving, and then you have that plunge. We are seeing that, and then what is the next one that's going to cause that push up? Maybe this bill. Okay, so we'll see. Yeah.